Okay, Patrick, so I'm here at the Desert Door Distillery. See? What I do know is that this distillery makes a spirit out of a cactus unique to Texas. What I don't know is what that cactus is and how the fuck you pronounce it. So I'm here right now with
Meryl.
And Meryl's gonna teach me about Sotol. And what is Sotol?
So Sotol is actually this plant right here. It's a 13,000-year-old plant that's been distilled for 400 years as a liquor, 800 years as a beer. We get ours when they're about 10 to 15 years old. They're about 50 to 100 pounds. What we do is we shave off the sides, the stalk, and the stem, so they look like this guy right here.
So this is a Sotol plant?
Yeah.
And it's a cactus?
It's actually part of the asparagus family.
It's apparently an asparagus.
We have farmers from as close as Driftwood, so the city you're in right now, to as far away as Marfa. We have about 10 different farms with over 100,000 acres with over 1 million plants on them.
No kidding. And how many people are distilling Sotol? Is it just you guys right now?
We are the only Sotol distiller in the United States. There's about 14 different larger ones in Mexico.
Okay.
But every single Sotol is not regulated yet because it isn't a regulated spirit because we are the first ones in the United States.
What does that mean? It's not a regulated spirit.
That means, like, you know how vodka, there's one way to make it?
Yes.
Like, and that's the way everyone has to make it. Sotol, you can make it a million different ways, and you can still call it Sotol. So we steam our plants here. Mexico, they can roast theirs, they can crush theirs, they can put it underground like a mezcal and basically do anything they want. We could also be doing the same here, but we decided to go with steaming.
So Desert Door then is, in fact, in some way, you might be informing the regulations when they ultimately come up with a standard?
Yeah, so we are a part of the regulation talks along with Hacienda de Chihuahua. They're one of the first Sotol distilleries that I ever learned about. There's also a little bit smaller ones around the area as well. But we get our plants from ranchers because they are considered a weed. So farmers do give them to us for very low prices. And then we turn it back, we do what we do with it, and we actually get a byproduct, which is a mulch. We then take that mulch, give it back to the farmers. They can use it as fertilization. Some of them add cottonseed and maple to it, and they actually feed it back to their cows, which provide fertilization for our plants, which is a whole recycling process.
So it's not just that you're distilling alcohol, you're saving the planet at the same time.
Yeah. We're also founded by 3 UT Macombs Business School guys.
Is one of them a veteran too?
All 3 of them are.
All 3 of them are veterans.
It started out in a garage with a small chicken pressure cooker and about a $4,000 still that they got from where everyone else gets stills.
And is that where you guys are making all your...
Yeah, that right there is our 1,000-gallon pot still.
A 1,000-gallon pot still. Is that where you make it all? Like, is there any other location? It's all right there.
All right here.
So that's the magic. Wow. Well, in that case, I guess it's time to taste the Sotol. I've never had an asparagus-infused spirit.
So this is our Sotol. It comes in this beautiful bottle that we get from Mexico.
Oh, very cool.
And then this is our traditional served capito.
Is there like a really snobby way of imbibing it? Like, am I supposed to sniff it?
Sotol is actually referenced as the rebel stepchild of tequila.
The rebel stepchild.
Yeah, so it was considered a moonshine for a little bit. Actually, for a lot of it, for most of its life, it was considered a peasant's liquor or a moonshine. So it moved up into the mountains.
Okay, well, let's give this a shot. It's got it's like a smooth, earthy tequila.
Something very unique about Sotol is it can be used from a bourbon to a vodka and everything in between, just tequila, gin, rum, anything that you want to make, because we made from Bloody Marys to White Russians to Old Fashions to margaritas with it.
To be true to it, I really want Patrick to taste the original. So I'll tell you what, can I see both bottles and then I'll go through the neurotic debate of which one I'm going to buy? Because I'm not getting you both, Patrick.
So right here we have the oak age, which is, as I was saying, it is our Sotol at 100 proof.
Okay.
It's aged in New American oak barrels at a level 3 char for 8 months. We had one when we first opened for 1.5 years, but it was on a different side of flavors.
So it's got a bourbon experience.
Yeah, so it's got hints of rose water, a little bit of cinnamon to it, a lot of more caramels and vanillas into it.
And
this
is the
has
original.
More of the botanicals, earthies,
Yep.
kind of more like you're tasting a bit of Texas when you do it. This one, we're also tasting a bit of Texas, but with a little bit of our Tennessee flavor.
This is Texas. This is America.
Yeah.
You know, it's your classic little distillery in the middle of Texas that makes spirits out of asparagus. I think what we should do right now is head over to the merch shop. Patrick, they have beanies. This is a distillery in the middle of Texas. They have beanies. We're a liquor company in upstate New York. We don't have beanies yet. It's the first thing I said. We need beanies. Clearly, it's a popular spot. They're coming by the tour buses.
So we'll go out there, bring those plants back. You'll see a couple examples around.
Talk about beating the rush. The tour begins. For them, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Is there a military discount?
There is a military discount.
Oh, you're welcome for my service. All right, Patrick. Well, when I get back in 9 months, we're gonna have to kick it and drink some Sotol, courtesy of the Desert Door Distillery. I think we're in a town called Driftwood. It's right outside of Austin. So if you can get back down here at some point before I see you next summer, definitely check it out. This place is good. Now I gotta find me an Uber because I'm lit.